When the 2017 to 2018 NFL season began, the Philadelphia Eagles were not among the favorites to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. Few analysts, if any, saw them as legitimate Super Bowl contenders. Sportsbooks placed their odds behind more glamorous and established franchises like the New England Patriots, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Atlanta Falcons. To many, the Eagles were just another middle-of-the-pack team, talented, yes, but unproven in the ways that define champions. But football is a sport of surprises. Week after week, game after game, the Eagles defied every expectation, silenced every doubter, and built a season that would not only break a decades-long championship drought but also become a story etched into the hearts of fans forever. Their triumph wasn't just a victory for a team, it was a victory for every underdog story ever told. And that spirit, the relentless, never-back-down spirit, still resonates with sports fans to this day. The Eagles' journey began not with overwhelming confidence but with cautious optimism. Carson Wentz, the second overall pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, had shown flashes of brilliance in his rookie season. He was talented, yes, but raw. As the season began, Philadelphia fans dared to hope that maybe Wentz could evolve into the franchise quarterback the city had been longing for. Supporting Wentz were key off-season acquisitions: wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey, whose ability to make tough catches in traffic gave Wentz a reliable target, running back LeGarrette Blount, a bruising force on the ground with championship experience, and defensive end Chris Long, a seasoned veteran who brought leadership to the defensive side of the ball. Add to that the innovative play-calling of head coach Doug Peterson, a coach who had been criticized early in his tenure but was beginning to show his brilliance, and there was a sense that maybe, just maybe, this team could make some noise. Still, skepticism loomed large. How consistent could Wentz be? Could the Eagles keep pace with offensive juggernauts like the Falcons and the Patriots? And most importantly, did they have the mental toughness to rise to the occasion in big moments? It didn't take long for the Eagles to start answering those questions. Week after week, they played with fire, precision, and undeniable chemistry. Wentz began to blossom into an MVP-caliber quarterback. His ability to escape pressure, extend plays, and make pinpoint throws became the defining characteristic of the offense. Wide receivers Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Agholor emerged as key playmakers, while tight end Zach Ertz became Wentz's go-to safety net in critical situations. On the other side of the ball, the Eagles' defense, anchored by the relentless Fletcher Cox and the versatile Brandon Graham, became one of the most formidable units in the league. They terrorized opposing quarterbacks, shut down high-powered offenses, and created game-changing turnovers when it mattered most. But it wasn't just star players who stepped up. Role players like running back Corey Clement and cornerback Jalen Mills delivered crucial performances, showing that this team wasn't just built on talent, it was built on depth, preparation, and an unshakable belief in each other. The Eagles didn't just win games, they dominated them. By December, they had surged to the top of the NFC with an impressive record, and the city of Philadelphia began to dream of something extraordinary. The Eagles weren't just a feel-good story anymore, they were a force to be reckoned with. But sports, like life, have a way of throwing curveballs at even the most promising journeys. In a late-season matchup against the Los Angeles Rams, Carson Wentz suffered a devastating knee injury, a torn ACL. In an instant, the Eagles' golden boy, their MVP frontrunner, was done for the year. The football world collectively sighed. Analysts declared the Eagles' season over. How could a team possibly recover from losing their most important player? Enter Nick Foles. Foles wasn't a flashy name. He wasn't a rising star. He was a backup quarterback who had once been a starter in Philadelphia, only to bounce around the league before returning to the Eagles as a reserve. But beneath the unassuming exterior was a quarterback who had been through the highs and lows of professional football, and who, more importantly, believed in himself. Instead of collapsing under the weight of expectations, the Eagles rallied around Foles. They embraced the underdog mentality. Players wore dog masks after games, a playful yet powerful symbol of their belief that no one outside of their locker room thought they could succeed. The city of Philadelphia embraced the narrative too. Fans filled the stadium with chants, wore dog masks in the stands, and carried the spirit of their team wherever they went. It wasn't just about football anymore, it was about proving people wrong. The playoffs brought tests, drama, and unforgettable moments. In the divisional round, the Eagles eked out a gritty 15-10 victory over the Atlanta Falcons. The defense stood tall in the final moments, denying the Falcons a game-winning touchdown on a dramatic fourth-down stop. Next came the NFC Championship game against the Minnesota Vikings. What was expected to be a tight battle turned into a rout. The Eagles dominated 38-7, with Nick Foles delivering one of the finest performances of his career. Philadelphia was headed to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2005. Super Bowl 52. The Eagles, the Patriots, David versus Goliath. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, architects of a dynasty, stood between the Eagles and their dream. The game was an instant classic, a shootout filled with breathtaking plays and heart-stopping moments. But the defining moment came with a play that will forever be etched into NFL lore, the Philly Special. On a crucial fourth down near the goal line, Nick Foles caught a touchdown pass on a trick play that fooled the Patriots' defense entirely. It was bold, it was daring, and it was quintessentially Philadelphia. The game came down to a final drive. With seconds left, Brandon Graham stripped Tom Brady of the football, a moment of pure, unfiltered triumph. When the clock hit 0, the scoreboard read 41-33. The Eagles were Super Bowl champions. Nick Foles, the backup quarterback who nobody believed in, was named Super Bowl MVP. The Eagles' victory went beyond football. It was a testament to resilience, belief, and the power of a team united by a common goal. It wasn't about stars, it was about every player, coach, and staff member who believed, against all odds, that they could achieve greatness. In Philadelphia, the victory parade became legendary. Millions of fans flooded the streets, cheering, crying, and celebrating the end of a 57-year title drought. But more than that, the Eagles' triumph became a symbol of hope. In sports, and in life, being an underdog doesn't mean you can't win. It means you have something to prove, and the Philadelphia Eagles proved it in the most spectacular way possible. To this day, the story of the 2017 to 2018 Eagles reminds us all, never count out the underdog. Because sometimes, they don't just win, they make history.